The girls are more than just princesses.
Yes. They could be powerful. They could be anything they want to be.
I like being a leader because you get to be in charge and help other people with their projects and what they're building.
I like helping people, but by not giving them answers. We give them questions, and when they struggle, that's a good thing because they're learning from their mistakes.
And then they end up figuring it out, and that feels pretty good to figure things out.
Yeah, it does, because you did it on your own. Leadership is fun, but also take it really seriously, too. How do you feel when you have a tool in your hand?
I feel powerful, and I feel like no one can tell me what to do. And I can be in charge of myself, and I can make my decisions, but be safe with my decisions that I make.
Well, I'm always motivated, but sometimes I always have a bad day. And I like to read the walls.
So do I.
There are many inspirational things, like all the people and the visitors that ever came here. Everybody left a mark here. Girls can be anything they want to be, and Girls at Work is like the key to opening like that little cage to let all the power out. It's like a home away from home.
We are proud to introduce our mentor and founder of Girls at Work, Elaine Hamel.
Good evening. Stay. Deep breath. No, stay. Okay, we're new at this. Wow. I would like to thank the Charitable Foundation for inviting us to speak this evening. It's truly an honor to be here this evening. Most of you are probably thinking how cute it is to see these little girls on stage, but I'm gonna tell you what I see through the lens that I wear when I look at little girls. I see power, and I see potential, and I see determination, and I see innovation and like potential that you just cannot imagine. And I see fierce. I see really fierce. And I want to thank them for being up here tonight, because they were pretty freaked out when I first asked them. But I wanted them to be up here this evening because they built this beautiful podium. Thank you for the introduction. You guys are great. You can go now. Okay, stay on task. So, those little girls built this. They built any number of things from bookcases, lap desks, Adirondack chairs. They even assist in our summer camp program. Not only do they build, but they learn how to teach others. specifically adults. We had the New Hampshire Charitable Foundation join us last summer, all 42 employees, and we divided the teams into 6. We had 7 teams of 6, and those were their leaders. In addition, we had 3 other leaders. It's really interesting when you see adults desperately turn to children for answers. It's actually phenomenal to see it happen, because as adults, we think we have all the answers. But when you're using power tools for the very first time, you don't. And so they would turn to their team leaders, and their team leaders were not allowed to give them answers. They were allowed to give them questions only, because what we use is a Socratic method. Because our girls have the answers, they just need direction and help to get those answers. And then all those picnic tables get donated to area nonprofits, so it's a win for everyone involved. And then at the end of the day, they did an award for our leaders. It was pretty amazing. So when you're a little girl struggling with trauma, past or present, you tend to slip into survival mode. And when you're in that survival mode, it's really difficult to penetrate as a teacher through that to get to the place where they're going to learn. And for some reason, when you hand little girls power tools, everything about that power tool says, no, you can't. But we tell them, yes, you can. And we break through that mode, and that experience of building shatters barriers for that little girl, and they begin to recognize that not only are they powerful, but they're smart. The average girls we work with are 2 years behind in their reading levels. I'd like to share one quick story. Actually, I'd like to share 1,000, but I'm not allowed to. So this story I think will kind of drive it home. We partner with many different organizations, and one is Kimball Union Academy runs a girls' leadership camp in the summer. And these girls come in from all over the country, all over the world. Some are flown in. It's a pretty intense leadership program. And these girls, the camp director realized that if the girls came to our shop prior to the camping trip, there was a huge difference. So what was happening is when they would go on this camping trip, they had a choice to take an easy hike, a moderate hike, or an extremely challenging hike. So if they went on this camping trip prior to being at our shop, they would opt for the easy hike, right? To shoot for success, knowing they'd get there because it was an easy hike. If they would go camping after attending our workshops, and they get pushed really hard in our workshops, the Charitable Foundation can tell you that, they get pushed really hard in our workshops because young teen girls are so filled with self-doubt, it's painful to see. But pushing them that hard in a supportive environment opens so much up that's within that they never even knew existed. So when they build with us and then they go on their trip, 100% of the time, they choose the extreme hike. 100% of the time. So think about what this experience will do for little girls who are living in trauma daily. So I'm going to close out with saying, teaching girls how to discover the power tools are in here. By handing them power tools, I can't think of a better reason to get up every morning. Thank you.